Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Golden Traveler. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to be doing a tour of Wildlife Safari. Now, some of you may have noticed I changed my name from the Golden Cruiser to the Golden Traveler. Well, the reason I did this is still most of my videos are going to be about cruising because that's what vacation I do the most, and I've been doing that for over 25 years. But I'm also going to add some land vacations in there. So that's why I changed the name to the Golden Traveler. That's the only thing that's changed. I'll still have cruise videos, but I'll be adding some land trips. So in this video, we are going to be talking about Wildlife Safari Park, which is in Winston, Oregon. Now, this is only about 15 minutes from our house. We live in Roseburg, Oregon, so it's right next to Roseburg. Some of you may wonder, where's Winston, Oregon? Where's Roseburg, Oregon? Well, we're about a little over an hour south of Eugene. That would be 2 hours south from Salem, 3 hours south from Portland, and about an hour and a half north of Medford. So that kind of tells you where we're at. Now, Wildlife Safari was founded in 1972 by one man, Frank Hart, who had a vision to save and protect endangered species. Now this park has grown and they have over 600 acres of animals roaming. Most of them are roaming free, but some of them do have to be behind a cage, such as the lions, tigers, cheetahs, bears, and hippos, things like that that could harm people. But other than that, you will see animals roaming through this park. Now, we were just there the other day. We had a giraffe walking right in front of us down the path. We've had zebras right next to us. You can feed certain animals like the deer and the emu that come right into your car. So it is really a wonderful experience. It's a nonprofit. I will put their link below so that you can click on that, learn all about them, and see what programs they have, how much it costs to do the drive-through. Now, they only charge for the drive-through. Today, this video is the walk-through. They have a beautiful area that you can walk through and see a lot of the animals there. Now, in this area, the animals aren't roaming free. You have like flamingos and some monkeys and snakes, some barn animals that you can feed, like goats and lambs, and things like that. So this is the walkthrough portion. They also have a camel ride in there and a little train ride. So let's get into this first half. This is part one. Part two video will be the drive-through, and you don't want to miss that because I have some incredible footage, and it's a wonderful, wonderful park. They do have season passes. I pay about $100 a year because I'm a senior, and that gets you in all year long, as many times as you want, and I can take up to 3 guests with me. So it is a great deal to buy the season pass if you live in Oregon or going to be through here quite often. It's a great deal. So look at their website. You'll see what animals they have. They're animals from all over the world, and they have one of the best cheetah breeding programs in the world. Since cheetahs are extinct, they are breeding some cheetahs to keep them in the world. So it's a wonderful place. And let's take a look now at the walkthrough area, which again is totally free. Welcome to Wildlife Safari. Here's the entrance to the Safari Village, which is totally free to get in. It's a really neat place, and you can walk around and look at the animals in here, and then they have the drive-through that we'll go through that you have to pay for. So this is totally free in here. Over here we should have the cheetahs. It's pretty early in the morning, and don't know where the animals are. Where's the cheetah? Oh, they're sleeping. There they are. taking a nap. And over here they have restrooms, and they have where you can get drinks, souvenirs, souvenir coins, collectible coins. And then they have drinks, snacks. They also have a restaurant in here and a gift shop. They have tables over there you can eat on. Not sure any of these animals are awake today. It's early. Oh, we've got an owl in here. A cow. See that little guy? There's one in the back also. Behind the box. There he is. Pretty little owl. Over here, this is usually the monkeys. Don't know where all the animals are today. Here is the flamingo area. Really beautiful in here. All the flamingos hang out. Really nice day today. That's the flamingos. There's monkeys in here. There's a little guy. See if you can see him. There he goes. There's a couple of those in here. They're cute little guys. This is marmoset. That guy. Very cool. There used to be a pig in this area, but they've kind of changed this around and added a farm section. So I believe they moved the pig. To the back area.
Right at the door.
Oh, I guess he's at the door.
Probably go look through the window and see him better.
Can't really see him from here. We'll look through the door, through the window. This is called the barnyard area. This is their newest area that they just added recently. This is the snake area. And I'm afraid of snakes, so you want to film the snakes?
Where are they? Where? Yeah, you can't really see it.
There's a, you can see it, there's a lot of glare off the glass here. And that is this. This guy right here. And then we're at the barnyard here. This is the area where you can go in and play with the goats. This is the goat area. Looks like they're all hanging out over here eating some hay this morning. Hi, goats. Hi, buddy. Hi. So you could come in here and pet the goats, feed the goats. And they have this area over here where you can go and feed them so they can come through to both sides. This one likes the camera. And they can play around over here. They got a lot of toys and stuff they can climb on. We'll go around to the other side. They do have a little hand washing station right here. When you come out from petting the goats, you can wash your hands. Over here, that one's hollering. Goats are hollering. Oh, we got them all going. So you can feed the goats right here. Goats and sheep. There's a lamb.
Oh my God,
there's
this
a
one's
sheep.
jumping over.
That sheep wants some.
So you look that one, you eat that one. Sheep, come here, sheep. Jesus, violent.
So they have little machines that you can buy some food for 50 cents and feed them. They're noisy today.
Yes.
And then over here on this side, you got some Shetland ponies eating their hay. A donkey and a Shetland pony. Sicilian donkey.
A little horse.
These on this side you can't feed. We've got a little sheep over here. Aw, he looks sickly. You can't feed them on this side. And then more goats over here.
These guys are 6 months old.
6 months old?
Oh, he's biting on the...
Oh, they're babies. They're 6 months old.
biting on it.
Yeah, look at 6 months old. So cute. So cute. So over here's an area where you can sit and picnic. You could bring in your own food and eat. Or they have the safari grill over here, which is very convenient. Oh, it's closed. It's not open yet. They have things like burgers, fries, grilled cheese, different sandwiches and foods you can stop in and eat.
We're just going down the slide.
And they have a little kids area in here in the middle. For the little ones to run around on. Get their energy out. My granddaughter. Nice little shaded area here. Nice to come in here for the day. Totally free. Come in and enjoy the animals. Take a stroll around. It's beautiful in here. Beautiful plants, trees. It's a beautiful area. This is the back of the flamingo area. So over here we have the crocodile enclosure. Alligator? Sorry, alligator. There's probably another one in the house. I'll get that when we go over there. Over here, you can pay to ride the camel ride or the train. Now, if you're a season pass holder, like I am, you get to ride the train for free. The season pass is really awesome. I think I paid $100 a year. We live like 10 minutes from here. I do have some video of my granddaughters riding the camels.
Look up there for pictures.
Then as you walk down the hill here, have a nice little pond over here. Usually the monkeys are right across the way on that in the middle. And you can come here and purchase food, feed the ducks, feed the koi. There's another machine right here. For 50 cents you get the food. Here comes some ducks. Usually there's lemurs over here in the middle.
They're in the home sleeping right now.
Oh, they're up in the home. Lots of little birds. Lots of little birds wanting to eat too.
There's a baby's right there. That's its baby. That black one's feeding its baby. Watch. See?
Oh,
Here you go.
Mama's feeding the baby. The black one's the mama. It's feeding the little ones. See?
Want some more food?
Very cute. Oh, it's going to come up and get food.
There's another one.
Lots of babies this time of year, baby birds.
I threw a food and that black one snatched it in the air.
And they got the koi
Look at it's trying to
fish
get
in
more
here.
Hey.
The koi fish wants food.
food.
And then there's usually lemurs in here, but they're up in their houses right now. It's probably too warm for them. And we got a random lizard friend here on the sidewalk. There he goes. And as you continue down here, here's a little train track. The little train will take you around, just around the area. It's a fun little ride for kids. Like I said, it comes free with my pass. I'm not sure it's running right now, but if it is, we'll get on it. Ooh, here we have a cougar coming. Oh, he went inside. Bobcat in here, but I do not see it. It's probably in bobcats if I'm getting them, because the sun is right in my eyes.
Hey, Bubba, do you need some piece of white?
Like I said, they have beautiful flowers all around this area. Look at that rose bush. Yellow, pink, and orange, all on one bloom. This is the little train you can take around, but it's not operating right now. Otherwise, I would get on it and show you. Maybe later, since its park is just opened. It'll open sooner. Very nice day, but it's going to be hot today, so a lot of the animals are taking shelter in the shade. It's going to be about 91 here today. This is a turkey vulture. We actually have these come to our backyard. Ooh, the sun's reflecting. I hope I'm getting it. There he is up there. Up past the train, you have this little bridge that goes over. Very pretty through here. You can walk through and sit on benches all throughout the park. There's water all throughout the park. Koi all in this area. There's where the ducks and the koi, and the monkeys are usually, the lemurs are usually out there in the middle. And then more picnic tables over here. As you continue walking through here, that's the back of the restaurant, by the way. You can sit up there and get views overlooking the pond area. Here are the landscapers in the background. They keep this park very nice. More picnic tables and benches here that you can just rest in the shade, overlooking the fountain and the pond. Noisy over here today. Here's the Australian area. Now these are kookaburras, and I just heard them. Let's see if we can get them to talk. One. Here we go. We got a emu friend here. There's a kangaroo in there. We can actually walk into this area, which I will in a minute. There's a kangaroo. There was a baby kangaroo born not long ago. They're not sure what's going on because the landscapers are in there. So they're just kind of hiding out. There goes one. Oh, he's coming over here. You can actually go in here. He's hiding. Here is going into the Australian section. They have emu out here. Kangaroos. They're kind of hanging over there in the shade. And then you can go into this birdhouse and feed the parakeets. We'll be in there in a minute. So you can pay to come in here and feed the birds. It's $3 for a little cup.
Yeah.
It lasts a long time. And these birds can feel free to go back in there where those windows are. They can come and go as they want, so they're not forced to stay out here. They have a big area in the back. Usually there'll be tons of them out here, depending on how hungry they are. But they can go in there. So you can come in here and feed the birds. Here's the emu, and here's the youngest kangaroo. Not too long ago, it came out of its mom's pouch. Oh, it's probably the one in the very corner there. That's the baby back there. So back up here by the alligators, you have the red pandas. Now they do have special things where you can pay extra. We came here once and fed the red pandas. And they're way up there in the corner. Here's the gator house. Now a lot of times the gators will just be inside here. There's normally two of them. There's not one in there. I wonder what happened to the other one.
No, he's right there. He's at the big corner.
Oh, there's pools in here that they can lay in. Usually in the winter they're in here. You can't really see him. He's under the water. But the other one is out here. There he is. So they can go in and out of this enclosure. They usually just hang out in the water. This is the pavilion where they hold various events. Sometimes they'll have animals that they're showing to the guests. My granddaughter actually graduated 8th grade here. And at Christmas time, they have Santa in here. They have a Christmas special that goes on in the park and a Halloween one that's really cool. Halloween, they'll have this all decorated for Halloween. So various events happen in here.
This big.
This monkey is holding its baby. If you can see this through the glass. Oh.
He's got his arms up.
He's got a baby with him. Can't really see it.
That's on his neck.
See the baby? This is the gift shop. Or this would be the area where you could sign up for the annual pass. Or the animal encounters that you can do here. You can do lots of them. You can feed the giraffes. You can go on an elephant, cougars, lions. There's multiple animal encounters. Of course, you have to pay for those. And this is the gift shop. And here's the gift shop with lots of souvenirs. All kinds of things in here you can purchase. Lots and lots. They have some prints around that the animals actually make, and it'll tell you on there, on the back of them, if it's a giraffe, if it's an elephant, but they're all made by the animals. So it's a pretty good sized gift shop. Lots of souvenir things. And it's cool in here, which is nice because it's getting hot. Here's some more prints from the animals. And then they have really cool posters. I like the one that says, "Welcome to the jungle." Here's the prints here, animal art. And this shows you on there what animal has made the print. Pretty cool. This one's a turtle.
We have two adults. This is my
And more in the gift shop. Shirts, sweatshirts, t-shirts, rocks. And then they do have some drinks, some snacks. The counter is where you get your animal encounters or your yearly pass. And they have ice cream for hot days like this. So that's the gift shop. So the snack bar is open now.
Cheese.
With chips,
Do you like salt? Yeah.
pretzels, cotton candy, nachos and hot dogs. 20-ounce bottled water is free. Oh, that's nice. All right, we made it on the train. On the train, they do have little pamphlets that talk about the animals that you're going to see as you go through here. We're in the very back. No one else is on today. Here we go. Lion viewing down that area. If you drive through, you'll see the lions better. Got some monkeys over there. I don't see any animals. Oh, there's a little guy. That's one of those cavies. And there's a red-billed hornbill in there. Then over this way, this is the lion habitat. If you drive through, you can drive around this area. This is the whole area you drive through. It's quite a vast area. The animals are all roaming free, as you'll see when I get into that part to record, except for the lions are in cages and bears are behind cages and things like the cheetahs, the cougars, but everyone else is roaming free. The elephants are behind and the hippos. So it just takes you behind here. And you got some more birds over here. A lot of times they'll have eagles in here or injured animals that they're treating. Some workers in there. This might be another turkey vulture. We have a lot of turkey vultures in this area. There's the people. Workers. And there's a big grassy area over here. And we got some owls. There's a hawk in there. Nice little train ride around the park. Oh yeah, they do camping right there. There's a fire pit. They do a kids camp where they can camp overnight here and stuff. Put out tents here on the grassy areas and they have an overnight camp out. It's pretty cool. You do have to pay for that. They do have a lot of extra things going on around here. I'll put the link below to their website. So if you're interested in coming here, it's in Winston, Oregon. There's Camp Tiki. This is where they come and do their camping. There's barbecue grills down there, fire pit down there. And then you go over a little bridge here. Very beautiful area. Very inexpensive if you live in the area to buy the annual pass rather than pay each time you go through the drive-through, because you'll pay a lot more for that. But this part here, this is free. The train ride is $5 unless you're a season pass holder, and then it's free. There's a lemur in there. Lemur's out there in the middle. We're on the other side of the pond. One up there in his house. And the lion habitat. Well, the lions are usually down farther. You can walk over here and view the lions from this little platform. Little path to it. Covered bridge. Wooden covered bridge we're going over. It's pretty famous in Oregon. There's a wolf over there, and I think that's a capybara, right? Capybara. Really cool animal. And then there's a red wolf, it looks like, coming up here. This area on the right is where you start the drive-through. And it goes pretty far. It's a pretty vast area to drive through. There's the capybara. There he is. And there's the red wolf. Kind of staying away from the workers in there. And then in here was a cougar that I filmed on the other side. I don't think you can. It's laying down somewhere in there in the shade. Oh, I see it. The camels are up here that you can ride. Just goes around. There's the cougar. And then we're back at the station. Just a little train ride around. Little kids love to ride this train. Just a fun little train ride while you're in here. $5 to ride. Since you get in free, that's a pretty good deal. So there you have it, the train ride at Wildlife Safari.